Okay, so $6,349.
Mm-hmm.
That is the sticker price for the piece of hardware we're looking at today, the PureLink DIO-1616 DSP.
It's a heavy price tag, I'll give you that.
And honestly, for what looks like a pretty generic black box, that number, it's going to need some serious justification.
Well, sure, but if you're managing audio for a large venue, think like a conference center or a broadcast setup, you aren't really buying a box.
You're buying what then?
You're buying mission control for all your sound.
Yeah.
This thing is the bridge between all your physical mics and, the digital world where you control everything.
Okay, so let's strip it down. At its core, we're looking at 16 inputs and 16 outputs.
Right.
That is a lot of cable density. But is that it? Is quantity the only selling point here? Because I can buy a lot of patch cables for $6,000.
No, it's less about the sheer quantity and more about the routing. This thing features matrix switching.
Which sounds cool, but let's decode that for everyone listening.
Sure. So imagine you have 16 microphones plugged into this unit.
Okay.
In a normal setup, input 1 goes to output 1.
Yeah.
That's it. With matrix switching, you can tell input 1 to go to output 16, or you can tell input 5 to go to all 16 outputs at the same time.
So you're rewiring your entire room digitally.
Exactly, without ever crawling behind the rack to touch a single physical cable.
Okay, that definitely solves the flexibility problem. But I still want to go back to the value. I mean, you can get digital routing for cheaper than this. The DSP in the name.
Digital signal processing.
Right. That has to be where the money is going, right?
That is the real differentiator, yeah. This unit is designed to replace an entire rack full of other gear. Take intelligent feedback control, for example.
That's the anti-screech feature.
That's a good way to put it. But it's proactive. It detects the frequency loop that causes that high-pitched squeal we all hate.
Before it happens.
Yes, before it actually ruins the event. It just notches it out digitally.
Yeah.
If you've ever run live sound, you know that kind of safety net is worth its weight in gold.
It's certainly cheaper than hiring a new sound engineer after you blow out the speakers. What about the dynamics? I saw AGC on the spec sheet.
Automatic gain control.
Yeah?
This is, it's crucial for things like panel discussions.
Oh, yeah.
You know the scenario, right?
Yeah.
One person on the panel whispers, and the next person practically eats the microphone and shouts.
And the poor sound guy is just sweating, riding the faders up and down, trying to match them.
Right. The DIO-1616 DSP just automates that. It boosts the whisperer, and it compresses the shouter, so the final output level stays totally consistent. It's making thousands of tiny adjustments a second that a human just can't.
And that sort of ties into the auto-mixing feature too, doesn't it?
It does. I'd argue auto-mixing is maybe the most valuable tool here for just pure clarity.
How so?
If you have, say, 10 open mics in a room, you get a lot of background noise. The whole noise floor rises.
Okay.
This unit detects who is actually speaking, and in that instant, it effectively turns down the other 9 mics.
It just cleans up the signal.
Massively. Plus, you mentioned the features list, it also handles echo cancellation.
Which is non-negotiable if you're doing hybrid meetings with Zoom or Teams. You can't have remote callers hearing their own voice echoing back at them.
So when you stack all that up, auto mixing, echo cancellation, feedback control, you realize this box is doing the job of a very attentive, invisible audio engineer 24/7.
Right. That's the smart part of the box. But just from a logistics standpoint, it looks like PureLink knows their audience too. Professional installers, they get nervous about, availability and support.
They do. And PureLink is really pushing that these are in stock now with free U.S. shipping. And they throw in a 3-year warranty.
That's huge in the install world.
It is. Knowing you can get a replacement unit immediately if something dies, that's critical.
And what if you don't need the full 16-channel monster?
Then you can scale down. It's an ecosystem. There's an 0888 DSP models for 8 channels, or even an 0404 for small breakout rooms. They even have a matching amplifier.
So you don't have to buy the Ferrari if you just need to drive to the grocery store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the Ferrari is there if you need it.
So to kind of recap, we have a device that routes audio, like a massive flexible patch bay, but it also mixes and protects that audio like a seasoned engineer.
It's all about reliability. You
Yeah.
pay that premium so that during the actual event, you don't have to think about the audio at all. It just works.
It does bring up kind of an interesting thought to leave you with, though. We've got auto mixing, auto gain, auto feedback suppression. As this hardware gets better and better at listening and reacting, are we reaching a point where the box actually mixes a live conference better than a human ever could in real time?
Something to chew on.
Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.